Can you just share with us a little bit more about like what's really on your heart in terms of other things that you enjoy doing with your time and kind of your energy?
You saying like hobbies or like
Let's go first.
stuff?
Let's do foundation stuff first.
Yeah, my foundation, like I love kids. Like I'm basically a kid. That's what my family calls me, is just like an overgrown child. I know, like, yeah, okay, anyways. So I just love being around kids because honestly, when I hang out with kids, I feel like it's such a pure and innocent relationship. Like they say what they say, that they're not like, oh my God, like you're on TV or you're in the NBA or whatever. It's just like, it's just a pure relationship. They're like, if I piss them off, they're like, you pissed me off, you know? So it's like, that's refreshing to me these days for somebody who's gonna be like, dude, you're just annoying. I'm like, all right. So I think I've always just enjoyed hanging out with kids, and so one thing that I want to do with my foundation is just really help underprivileged children. And I think there are a lot of issues in the world that are just kind of swept under the rug, and so each community has different issues and looks different, so we don't feel like there's a blueprint solution. And so what we try to do is whatever city I go to try to fill in, you know, a gap or a hole that we think that society has. And so in Houston, we found out like immigrants and refugees was a huge issue there. In Taiwan, Aboriginals, which are basically like Native Americans here, treated very poorly. In China, it's like a lot of migrant workers, when they move to a different city, their kids can't go to the better schools there, and so they end up going to these like really bad schools. And then also mentally handicapped people in China don't get the same attention as they would here in the US. So in LA last year, we found out like there's a lot of homeless people, and that's kind of what we felt like was one of the holes here. So we just try to do that as much as we can, and really survey a community, find out what their need is, and then just try to target children who are kind of behind the eight ball in terms of education or financial resources. And then we just try to love them. You know, it's not so much like, hey, here's a check. It's more of the relationship, the impact that you build with the kid. Because when I was young, I was a terrible kid. And I just had like the right role models to help me. I felt their love, and that's why I ended up turning a corner. And so if I could help kids do that today, that'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah. Well, I know